So my name is Francisco Gella. I am a choreographer and dance educator, and I used to dance for Repertory Dance Theatre from 1996 to 1998, and then went on from there to dance for several other companies. So the work that I'm creating is inspired by a Pulitzer Prize winning poet named Gwendolyn Brooks, who is from the Chicago area. And I selected it's actually a children's book, but I don't look at it as a children's book, but she wrote it that way. It was published in 1971. What fascinated me about the piece was just simply, in simple terms, talking about the difference between aloneness and loneliness. The ensemble is comprised of 8 dancers and a rolling mirror, to the music of Franz Liszt, Gustav Mahler, and an original composition by a composer from Los Angeles named Christoph Filippi. And it's been quite a bit of an emotional and healing experience. It's really, without really giving too much away, but basically exploring the different facets of being alone, or the choice of being alone, and what that means, whether different relationships between loved ones or friends. And also the mirror itself symbolizes quite a bit of, symbolically, it's having the courage to look at yourself in the mirror and look at all the different facets that we like and don't like about ourselves. And then the mirror actually is casted as almost, well, it is casted as the ninth dancer pretty much. It does roll around the stage. There are moments where it's quite poignant, where the dancers go back and look at themselves, but they also look back at the mirror, but on the back side of the mirror, and allows them to really see who they are, or choose not to see who they are, or to see what their flaws are within themselves, but then they can choose to either confront it or look away from it. So I don't normally choreograph pieces like this, but because of the subject matter, brilliant subject matter by Miss Brooks, it was really just natural for the process to go in that direction. So there are moments where I don't get emotional very much. I'm actually very critical of my work, but for some reason in this particular process it became personal, and in a nondescript way. But it became personal, and without even it being on purpose. I'm starting to realize more and more that my work is like one of visual art or painting. So somebody could be looking at a painting and one person could interpret it as something else, and the person next to them or behind them could interpret it completely different. And so for me, when I watch this piece, I'm reminded of personally of my grandmother and different family members and friends that have passed away that meant a lot to me. But then, I'm sure that it will mean something different for every person, and that's the whole goal. And I think the main impact that I would like for it to have for an audience is for them to be able to sense and feel something, and for them to be reminded of memorable times in their life with their loved ones.